I'm very serious about it. I've lived this life. I grew up in Bristol, Tennessee in a Southern Baptist church. I have great parents who loved me. And I'm called the Reverend because this guy named Colonel Bruce Hampton thought he would call me that. But I'm going to tell you tonight why I'm really called a Reverend. And that is because I have been trying to tease out Jesus Christ from religion for a long time. Because the greatest thing I ever heard when I was a child was to love thy neighbor as thyself. And love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, soul, and mind. I thought it was a great idea. I really did. I also loved the red and yellow, black and white song. But there were a lot of things going on counterproductive to the message. And halfway through this tune, if you're a Christian, you'll feel like it's kind of gone crooked, but stay in your seat. Because it pulls, the nose comes out to the plane at the very end. And it does have a good message at the end. So I want to say, if you're new to singer-songwriter angst, then you're going to have some on this one. And I want to send it out to a guy who might be here tonight. He's that way, Colonel Bruce Hampton. He could be in the trees. And he was on this recording, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll tell you this before I do it. My mom asked me one day, would you help me with my flannel graph? I got to get it organized before I teach Sunday school this morning. Well, flannel graph is this big giant piece of flannel, and they would stick little stickers up there like the sheep and the shepherds and the Noah's Ark and everything. It was a great way to teach children because it would keep your attention. It was one of the greatest things in my life. And one day my mom asked me to help her. And she said, hand me that little lamb over there. And she put the little lamb down. And a few minutes later she said, now hand me that other little lamb. And when I got her the other little lamb, its throat was slit. Oh. And there was blood coming out of the little lamb. And I was like 5 years old, and I'm like, what did that little lamb do? She said, well, it didn't do anything. That's why it's had to die. It didn't do anything, Jeffy. It was perfect. I said, well, why did they kill it? It was perfect. That's why they killed it. And when you're a little kid, you don't really get all these heavy ideas, and they come flooding into your brain. It's like an assault on your temporal lobes if you're really listening as a child. I was one of those that was really trying to put two and two together. Because I liked the whole Jesus and everything. It seemed so happy. So I wrote this tune in my adult life to explain how I felt as a child. I was so confused. And so here it is. I've never done it like this. So, Kathy, this will probably be my last time here. It's in C if you want to try to play along. There's a little boy sitting in Sunday school, eating on a cracker and learning the rules. Listen to the teacher in her high heel shoes. She's telling stories about the man in the sky. Sorry, Roosevelt, for this verse. We sang red and yellow, black and white. All were precious in his sight. But they wouldn't let the little colored kids come in. Said their skin was black and black was sin. First they tied a baby lamb to a pile of wood. I guess he didn't do all the things he should. So they slit its throat and he caught on fire. Then they fed him to the man in the sky. Man in the chair in Just do what he says and don't ask why. If you're a bad little boy, you'll catch on fire. Man in the chair in the sky. Well, it's ever head bowed and ever eye closed. Sit up straight in your Sunday clothes. Nobody smiles like Jesus, and I wonder why. I guess they're scared of the man in the sky. Well, the preacher starts yelling and they pass the plate. He's preaching about love, but it sounds like hate. Then they sing about life after they all die, with a mansion with a man in the sky. Man in the chair in the sky. Just do what he says and don't ask why. If you're a bad little boy, you'll catch on fire. Man in the chair in the sky. Now the little boy's got some kids of his own. He's teaching them love by having a home. They're free to question and wonder why, about a man in the chair in the sky. You can go to church and you can bend your knee until you act like a child you will never see that it's how you love and not what you think, about a man in the chair in the sky. Woo! Man in the chair in the sky. No matter what you do, you're gonna die. Live peace and love and it'll spread like fire. Love's your man in the chair in the sky. Love's your man in the chair in the sky. Love's your man in the chair in the sky. In the sky. Love's your man in the chair in the sky.